I live in California. We passed a law a couple years ago making medical marijuana mandatory. That's my understanding of it, at least. I am complying, not some kind of outlaw. I like the law. I definitely think it needs to be legal just for funsies, right? Mostly because I feel very ridiculous buying my weed from a doctor. Because when that law passed, I didn't have health insurance. So for a while, that was my only doctor. I don't like that one bit. I don't want my only doctor to be wearing Jinko jeans. That doesn't make me feel like I'm getting health care. That makes me feel like I am definitely going to die. I also didn't like being reminded every time I bought drugs of the responsible thing I could be doing with my money, right? I should have been saving up to go to a real doctor. I got some shit going on. I didn't want to be reminded of that every time I bought the stupidest thing that I buy. That would be like if every time I wanted to watch reality TV, I had to physically throw a book in the trash. Right? Be like if every time I wanted to order French fries at a restaurant, they were delivered to me by a salad. I'm trying to cut back too. I know that's probably not a popular thing to say here, but I had to do it. I had a wake-up call. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. Have you ever gotten so high that Law and Order SVU was scary again? As that happened to me, I was like, uh-oh. This isn't just about iced tea anymore. So I'm cutting back. I'm not cutting out. I'm not crazy. Here's what I'm doing, you guys. I am only smoking pot when I am on my period. Hear me out. This is a really good plan. Because that cuts it down to like a super reasonable 5 days a month. And it's the 5 days a month when I am calling in sick to work anyway. Plus now I have a reason to be excited about my period. It's not just for pregnancy scares anymore. It is every month I am excited. It used to always be like, oh no, my period. Now it's like, oh cool, my period. I should get some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I definitely think more women need to do this. It would totally change the way men talked about us behind our backs, right? Like, no guy would ever be like, oh, man, my girlfriend's on her period again. He'd be like, hey, my girlfriend's on her period again. I think we're finally going to finish Breaking Bad. Be a good PR move. Consider it. It's hard to get the word out, though. Like, those are two things you are not supposed to talk about in public. Like, you're not supposed to talk about smoking weed in public. You're not supposed to talk about your period in public. They both have their own euphemisms. I could combine them, right? I could be like, Aunt Flo's coming to town on the 420 train. But that's terrible. That's not good. My friend recommended this one. I could be like, it's Christmas time! Because of the red and the green. Yeah, it's grosser than it sounds at first. That's how euphemisms work. Very similar to that one, I could be like, I'm flying the Italian flag. Because that's red and green and white, and I'm white. Or this one I've been using a lot. I'm gonna go smoke pot and bleed. Like, no one ever has follow-up questions. So I feel like pretty good euphemism. Anyway, it's going really well. I'm on day 87 of my period. I should probably see a doctor. But I already know what she would prescribe. The only thing she prescribes.